If you are applying to master's programs or MBAs, the primary question on your mind would be about scholarships. Which universities offer scholarships? How much are these scholarships worth? What is the likelihood of getting them? Well, if you are applying for MS in CS, MIS, BA, MEM, or even MBA programs, this video is going to be incredibly useful for you because we have data about scholarships that have been offered in the past by really top institutions. So stay tuned. Alright, so the first university on this list is Indiana University, specifically the Kelley School of Business. Indiana, for its MIS programs, has been fairly generous this year with scholarships. They've been offering scholarships upwards of $10,000 along with graduate assistantship offers straight out with their offer letter. Hence, apart from the $11,000 scholarship, you will be getting a GA which should cover your cost of living, which makes it a really sweet deal, considering the MIS program is among the top 5 without question in terms of job opportunities in the first place. For the next set, I'm going to talk about 2 Texas universities, Texas A&M, which is an absolutely elite school without doubt, and the University of Texas at Dallas. Of course, not as good as Texas A&M, but a fairly decent university in itself. Now, the University of Texas at Dallas has been offering scholarships of about $1,000. Now, of course, at this point in time, you are going to be incredibly annoyed with me because I brought on a $1,000 scholarship, which may not matter. But here's the deal. If you get that $1,000 scholarship, UT Dallas has been converting your entire tuition from out of state to in-state. What does this mean? It is a massive difference. Now, typically, out-of-state tuition costs about $40,000, whereas in-state tuition comes down to about $14,000 or $15,000. Hence, if you are able to secure the $1,000 scholarship, you are being converted to an incredibly high amount of savings. Texas A&M has been offering something similar as well. They've been offering graduate assistantships straight off with the offer letter, along with an offer to convert your tuition from out-of-state to in-state. So Texas A&M is already very reasonable, and once you go into in-state tuition, it's going to cost you practically nothing at all, considering the terrific returns you're going to make. This data is for the MIS programs largely, but it has happened for computer science programs as well. Now, within the MIS space, we also have the University of Maryland at College Park, which has given out scholarships, and anyone would agree that this is firmly a top 10 MIS program because of the terrific job opportunities after you graduate. UMCP MIS candidates from Gradvine have been getting offers with $10,000 scholarships with a fair level of regularity. So you should consider this program for sure. We are just taking a pause here because I wanted to make sure you have one piece of information clear. All of this data is for Gradvine students who've got these offers in previous years. Hence, if you're targeting top tier universities and you're hoping for a scholarship, the rate at which our students secure these is unprecedented. So if you want more advice on this, you can schedule a free consultation call with my team using the link in the description. Alternatively, you can join our WhatsApp groups where you can interact with me and the rest of my team for all your queries regularly. So use the links in the description, schedule your calls and join our WhatsApp groups. I don't think you want to miss this. Now I'm going to move on to business analytics programs, and this is usually an issue for a lot of students because BA programs are very expensive despite being just 1 year long. The reason being, in a lot of cases, they're offered by the business schools, and a business school education in the US will always be expensive. I'm going to talk about 2 MSBA programs which would feature on anyone's top 5 list. These are the University of California at San Diego and the University of Minnesota Twin Cities. Now, these 2 top tier programs have offered our own students scholarships of $20,000 at the University of California San Diego and $25,000 for the University of Minnesota, the Carlson School of Business, Twin Cities. Now, you'd agree that these are significant amounts, and we are happy that Gradvine students have got this. You should give it a shot too. For all you MEM applicants out there, Dartmouth is a name that I'm sure you're aware of, probably one of the best MEM programs in the world for sure. Now, Dartmouth doesn't offer scholarships, it offers need-based financial aid. And through this need-based financial aid, they waive off up to 40% of your tuition fee, which is a significant amount. Now, the financial aid at Dartmouth has nothing to do with merit. In case you're accepted into the program, you have to fill out what is known as a CSS profile, where you fill in your financial details and your family's financial details. And if the program determines that you cannot afford the education, they will waive off your tuition fee by up to 40%. Make sure that you tick the scholarship box while you're filling the application and you fill the CSS profile accurately, and you can save a lot of money. Additionally, NYU is also a very expensive program, but they've been offering scholarships of around $5,000 to $15,000 overall on tuition. Now, of course, NYU being expensive, you still have to spend quite a bit, but you would agree that $5,000 to $15,000 is not a small amount to ignore. Now, what about you MBA applicants? Gradvine is often accused of focusing too much on MS programs, but we help plenty of MBA candidates to the very best T20 schools as well. And scholarships have been very generous over the last few years. Schools like UCLA Anderson, Carnegie Mellon Tepper, USC Marshall, and Cornell have been offering scholarships of about $50,000 to $60,000 on average, which is a significant amount. Now, considering the tuition fees of all these programs are upwards of $100,000 plus, it still is a significant expense. But imagine if you're saving $50,000 or $60,000. If you apply early and apply strong, you should be able to secure these scholarships. Additionally, apart from these top tier T20 schools, Indiana Kelley for their MBA program has given 100% tuition waivers to our students, and therefore if you want to look at fully funded MBA programs, it might be a viable option. A little further down the pecking order, you can look at the University of Wisconsin at Madison for an MBA, which has also given 50% scholarships, and based on your performance in your first year, even the second year tuition fee could be waived off. Hence, it could be very easy on your pocket if you are able to secure these scholarships. Alrighty then, I think that was a lot of information overload, and I'm sure that you would like to pause and take notes in different points of this video so that you don't forget. As always, I hope that you found this content useful. If you did, please do like, share, and I request you to subscribe because we are getting the views, but our subscriptions are still constant. It will encourage us to put out more such content.